What is up, subscribers of Smash Bros. Pro 33? It is PuddlesA1 here, and I am bringing you a guest narration. Zach asked me on Skype if I wanted to do one. I gladly accepted, and yeah, here I am today. So we have an NU battle here versus BetterEdThanSmeg. Now Zach's team consists of Absol, Braviary, Alomomola, Torterra, Exploud, and Embor, while BetterEdThanSmeg's team consists of Wheezing, Mawile, Hypno, Basculin, Mienfoo, and Mantine. Now I'm going to call BetterEdThanSmeg Bets because that's his name, his character name, and it's a lot easier than saying BetterEdThanSmeg. So here we go. Zach, right off the bat, just goes straight for that Swords Dance, and probably predicting the Weezing to go for the Will-O-Wisp, but Betts ends up going for the Sludge Bomb, and that's going to take out the Absol. And I have a question for this for the Weezing later, and it's a little assumption that I got going on. So Zach's just going to go into his Braviary and go for the Bulk Up as Betts goes into his Mawile with the Intimidate, so it automatically tells us that it is the defensive with Stockpile and Super Fang and move of choice. So Zach's going to set up another bulk up, be +1 attack and +2 defense, while the Mawile ends up setting up +1 with stockpile. So now Zach's going to end up setting up another bulk up just to be sure, because he's going to end up smacking this thing with a superpower. While you see here that the Mawile does in fact have the Super Fang, and if you don't know what Super Fang does, it cuts your HP in half. So that's why he went from 404 to 202. And now Zach's going to smack that Mawile right in the back of the head with the mouthy ponytail with the superpower. And it barely misses the KO. So that's really unfortunate. And yeah, Super Fang happens. And that's really not, it doesn't do much now because he's at a lower range of HP. But he's going to go for the superpower again. Betts decides to switch out, go into his Weezing, and you'll see here that his Weezing does not take this superpower favorably, and that is because, in fact, it is a crit. Now, the crit does matter because Weezing has really good defense, and it does resist the superpower, so he would have had a lot more HP than that, and the Brave Bird would not have brought him so close to dying as it does here. He probably lived on like 2 or 3 HP, and then the Sludge Bomb happens and takes out this Braviary. Now, the thing I have with this Weezing is I think that it's choice specs, because I didn't see Life Orb, didn't see Black Sludge or Leftovers, so I'm guessing it's choice specs, and that's interesting if it is. Zach goes into his Explode here. He's going to go for the Double Edge, and then another Double Edge to not take out the Basculin, but to do a lot of damage to it, and almost takes it out, barely misses out on the KO, because that's what Zach apparently does in this battle, is barely miss out on the KO. So, yeah, adaptability boosted waterfall from a Basculin is not something to laugh at, especially if it has Life Orb or Choice Band. So, Zach's going to go out and do his big Love Disc here. Take the return like it's his job, because it really is, and then actually KO the Basculin with a waterfall. So that's a kill for Alomomola, and he didn't even have to Toxic Stall anything. So now Betts is going to end up going into his Mawile again. The Intimidate is actually going to do something to this Alomomola, because now Waterfall is not going to do anything. And Zach ends up switching out into a Pain Split with his Embor. Now his Embor comes in full HP, almost gives this Mawile full HP. So Mawile is actually sitting pretty, but it turns out that Zach carries the Fire Blast on his Life Orb Embor. So that's pretty cool. Most of the Embors that I've seen don't really carry Fire Blast, but I like that his does, because then it takes out most physically defensive things like Mawile. So Hypno comes in, and Hypno's a really big jerk in this battle. I'll let you know right now. Gonna go for the Toxic on this Torterra, and this Torterra, this set is also pretty cool. Zach's gonna set up a Curse here as Betts decides to go for the Wish. Decent play on his part. Now, Betts is pretty sure that he can take any move from this Torterra, and I'm not. If I was him, I wouldn't be so sure, to be honest. And he's gonna go for the Drain Punch and get like no HP back, because Drain Punch is not stab, and there is +1 on this Torterra. And Zach ends up going for the Earthquake, almost KOs the Hypno again. Like I said, misses out on the KO, and that is the theme of this game. Is just, hey, let's miss out on all the KOs, and that's really unfortunate. But here, Betts is gonna switch out, going to his Mantine into an Outrage from a Torterra. Awesome. I have never seen Outrage on anything but a Dragon type, and it is just so cool to see a Torterra of all things use it. Like, Torterra is one of my favorite Pokemon, so having it destroy a Mantine like that with an Outrage is just crazy. So Mienshao comes in here, or not Mienshao, Mienfoo comes in here, sets up a sub, and knows it can take a outrage because of the sub. And because Torterra is awesome, and he did miss out on all those KOs, the Hex Gods were like, yeah, we'll just give you 3-turn outrage. So that's exactly what Torterra gets. And Mindfu's in here just setting up subs. Torterra's like, I don't like these in here. I'm going to smack them away with my outrages. And this is just outrageous. I can't even believe it. And yes, the pun was intended. Sadly, Torterra goes down to Toxic, and Mindfu's in there with half HP. Probably has Regenerator. So yeah, Zach's just going to opt to go into his Emboar here, and like I said, the theme of this battle is barely miss out on the KO, and as you guys can probably guess, Flame Charge is barely going to miss out on the KO, so Mindfu's going to sit in here and live, smack the Emboar right in the belly with a Drain Punch, and almost take it out, and that's really surprising to me at least. And Emboar is going to go for the another Flame Charge, easily take it out this time. Now, he's only got one more Life Orb recoil hit to survive. That was a weird phrasing, but he's only got one more recoil that he can live, and he opts to go for the Fire Blast. Now, I'm not sure if he runs any physical attacks, but if he did, I probably would have went for one of those because Hypno does have really good special defense, but not the best physical defense. So that's a play that I would have changed, but I'm not sure about on the set. So what I'm saying is stupid. So the Hypno's going to go for the Protect there, get his Wish activating and stuff. And now here they're just going to trade Toxics. And this is really when the narrating aspect of this part of the battle just ends. Because now it's whoever can play their cards the best and end up on top. So I thought at first it would matter whose HP was the highest. But then if you think about it, it really doesn't, because Toxic damage still racks up the same amount for each of them. But then it just varies, to be honest. If Zach doesn't use Protect sometimes and Drain Punches happen, he can end up taking more damage than he needs to before Wishes and stuff. So that's really all there is to it. And the really sad thing about all this is I can't even imagine how nerve-wracking it was to just be in this stall war and battling. I would have killed myself. I don't think I could have handled it. And I'm really glad that all I have to do is narrate. And again, I want to thank Zach for letting me just narrate. I appreciate the opportunity, and if you wanted to let me do it again, if you subscribers to Zach like it, then let him know, and maybe I'll do another one. So here is where it gets really iffy, because after Toxic damage, Alomomola almost dies here, lives on 13 HP, and that means that after this next Protect, because Zach did set up a Wish, he's going to end up winning the battle with a very, very narrow 1-0. So it's going to be a good game to the both of you. Again, I'm proud to narrate this battle. I hope that you guys enjoyed me as much as I enjoyed you guys. So thanks. Peace, love. Later, Gators.